Welcome back, you guys, to another video on my frame-off LBZ Duramax build. If you guys missed the last video, I totally unwrapped the entire frame and we got a lot of the parts installed on the front end here. We got the steering box, we got the idler and the pitman arms, we got the center link, the front stabilizer shock, the drop brackets for the front differential, as well as in the rear, we ended up getting the fuel tank and the fuel cooler all installed and buttoned up. I also mentioned in the previous video that I forgot to order a new carrier bushing for the front differential. So I finally got that in. As you can see, I already took the time to press it in so we can finally throw the front diff in, and then everything else can follow suit. As you guys know, the front diff does need to go in before we can throw on any of the IFS suspension components after that. So we're finally at stages where we can continue on the build. There's still a ton of things to install on this truck. So without further ado, let's get to work. All right, boys, and just like that, we got the front diff all installed. Still need to tighten up the bolts and everything, but man, I recommend if you have somebody to give you a hand lifting that thing in, definitely do. It's a little awkward and a little heavy to get in there by yourself, but managed to get her done not too bad. Next up, we guess we can throw in some cross members here and yeah, start assembling this entire front end. We got the transmission cross member as well as the torsion bar cross member all buttoned up and installed. And now I just took some time to grab all of the driver side suspension components and just lay them out here. So I've got everything that I need to start throwing the driver side together. So I'll throw the camera up here and let's get to work. There we have it, you guys. The front end is totally put together. You guys might have noticed in the time lapse that I had the wrong upper control arm on this side. I didn't really notice until I started putting the other side together beforehand. So ended up swapping them. So before you guys hit the comments, I did make the adjustment. So everything is correct now. But man, everything looks absolutely insane. Everything kryptonite, the reservoir shocks with the mount on top, man, it just looks insane. Like, honestly, I can't believe this. The only bolt that I'm missing here is the lower shock mount bolt. So I'm not sure where that is. I'll have to go through my bags and see where that is. I also, like I mentioned, I did the other side. So the passenger side is all done as well. Everything just looks so good. And it's hard to believe where this build started to like where it is right now is just mind-blowing. So now that this is all wrapped up, we can finally put the leaf springs together and get those installed on the rear. The rear diff is just under this towel here, just keeping the dust out of it, but it still needs the gears thrown in it. And then I've got the hubs and the brakes and everything over here. So yeah, just waiting to throw that thing together before I can put anything else on. But yeah, let's grab the leaf packs and let's get those things together. All right, guys, so we're gonna fast forward a little bit here. It's actually been a week since we were in the garage working on the truck, but in that week, I was able to drop off the rear diff and get it totally rebuilt. So the whole thing, gears are in there, new seals, new bearings, new races, it's all good. So now we can finally start throwing on the back plates here and then the hubs. We need to install all of the rear parking brake stuff, and then we can slide the axles in at the end. So I'm gonna set it up here and we'll just start getting everything buttoned up on this rear diff. All right, guys, so there we have it. Got the diff all back together, got the backing plates, the hubs, the axles, the rear brake shoes, everything all buttoned up, and this thing looks absolutely killer. The only problem is I can't really throw it in the truck by myself, so I think I am gonna cut the video a little bit short here. I was really hoping to get this, rolling on all 4 wheels for you guys here, but yeah, this thing's just too heavy, and I just don't want to drop it or scratch it or damage it after, putting all this work into it. So yeah, I think that'll be in the next video, and then hopefully, like I said, we can get this thing rolling on all 4 wheels because it's been way too long. But with all that being said, thank you guys once again for watching. I really do appreciate you guys checking in on the build series. Let me know what you guys think of everything we've done so far to the build below in the comment section, and I will see you in the next one.